Hey friends, can we talk for a minute? You know those moments in life that are so unexpected, so raw that they feel like the ground has been pulled out from under you? The kind you'll always remember exactly where you were when they happened. For the family at Live with Kelly&Mark, and for millions of us watching at home, one morning at the ABC studios was exactly that. Picture the scene. It's a beautiful morning. Sunlight is pouring through the windows, making the set feel warm and familiar. Kelly Ripa is at the helm, her smile as brilliant and effortless as ever. The crew moves like a well-oiled machine, all quiet cues and smooth camera glides. It looks, for all the world, like just another day filled with laughter and light banter. But if you looked a little closer, you could see it. The first tiny crack in the foundation. Behind her effervescent smile, Kelly felt a flicker of unease. Her husband of nearly 30 years and co-host, Mark Consuelos, was different. The man known for his playful teasing was quiet, reserved. His usual spark was replaced by a quiet intensity. That morning, he'd held her just a moment longer during their pre-show hug, and his whispered words, "We'll talk soon, Cal," didn't feel like a promise. They felt heavy. They felt like an ending. The first segment flew by. Kelly was, as always, the ultimate professional, charming, witty, and fully engaged. But every time the camera cut away, her eyes would find Mark. He seemed a million miles away, his gaze distant, his fingers nervously tracing the edge of his notepad. She tried to brush it off. Maybe he's tired. Maybe it's one of his famous pranks. Then the red camera lights dimmed. Commercial break. Mark leaned in, his voice a low, intimate murmur meant for her ears only. "Kelly, there's something I need to tell you." On air. Her heart didn't just skip a beat, it stuttered. Grasping for their shared language of humor, she quipped, "Okay, what is it? Did you finally book us a vacation without telling me? Because you know I'm always packed." But Mark shook his head, his dark eyes glistening with an emotion she couldn't name. "No, honey," he said softly. "This is bigger. It's life-changing." And just like that, the audience was back, their applause, a wave of sound that felt suddenly disconnected from the reality unfolding on stage. Kelly fixed her smile, a pro to her core. But inside, a storm was raging. When the cameras rolled again, Mark took a steadying breath. He began slowly, his voice measured, yet thick with an emotion so raw it was almost palpable. "You know, this job, sitting here with you every day, it's been the greatest privilege." He paused, gathering the strength to say the words that would change everything. "But today isn't just another day on Live. Today, I have to share a decision that affects both of our lives in a way I never imagined." The words hung in the air, dense and profound. Kelly's radiant smile dissolved into a mask of pure, unguarded confusion. You could see her pulse thrumming in her ears. The audience, sensing the seismic shift, fell into a rapt, uneasy silence. "I've been offered a role," Mark continued, his voice beginning to fray at the edges. "A tremendous opportunity, but one that's going to take me away from here, away from this desk, and yes, away from you, Kelly." He looked directly at her, his composure cracking under the weight of the moment. "It's a chance I feel I have to take for my career, for my growth, but it's also the hardest decision I've ever had to make. And I wanted all of you, our extended family, to hear it from me first." A collective gasp rippled through the studio. It was the sound of 1,000 hearts breaking in unison. Kelly's hands flew to her mouth, her eyes instantly welling with tears that spilled over without permission. She tried to form a word, to summon the professional composure that had never failed her, but nothing emerged. This wasn't a bit. This was devastatingly, beautifully real. Her hands trembled as she reached for a tissue, dabbing carefully at her ruined mascara. Her voice, when it finally broke through, was a fragile whisper that echoed in the hearts of everyone watching. "Mark, I don't even know what to say." In a gesture that spoke volumes, Mark reached across the desk, his hand finding hers. Their wedding bands glinted under the bright studio lights, a silent testament to nearly 30 years of partnership. "You don't have to say anything right now," he said, his own tears now tracing a path down his cheek. "I just needed you to know. I needed you to understand that this isn't about leaving you. It's about following a path I feel I have to take. And I hope, God, I hope you'll support me, even if it's painful." The studio was wrapped in a stunned, sorrowful silence. Viewers wept openly, sharing in the couple's palpable heartbreak. Kelly nodded slowly, swallowing hard against the lump in her throat. "Mark, I love you, and